Good morning, my friends. This morning, while I was doing some coaching, we were talking about the power of habits. And I told my clients that your rituals reveal you. Whoa, let that sink in. Your rituals reveal you. It's the things we do day in and day out that literally shape our lives. So you are the kind of person you are right now because of your habits and rituals, because of the actions you have going all the time. And you'll be in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, you'll be the kind of person you are by the habits that you have established by then. And what's interesting and tricky about this is most of our habits are automatic. In fact, research has shown that up to 95% of what we do is automatic or triggered by demand or anxiety or anything like that. And so we're literally living in this pilot mode. And a lot of us have picked up habits and rituals from our childhood or just through life. And most of the time, or much of the time, we're not even aware of what we're doing. And so I want to invite you to think about that for a minute. What are you doing automatically? What are some of the things that you just automatically do and you don't even know why? And you may have picked up habits along the way of turning to buffers, turning to addictions, you might turn to food, you might turn to your phone, you might turn to YouTube, you might turn to TV or video games, you might turn to something or you automatically hit the snooze button, you automatically procrastinate things. There might be all kinds of things in your life that are just happening. And you might not even be aware of it because it's so automatic. And so because we are creatures of habit, and a lot of times we tell ourselves a story. We think, if I don't exercise, I'm using this as an example. If I don't exercise, then I don't have the habit of exercising. And so we kind of tell ourselves a story that I don't have a habit of exercising, and so I therefore don't have a habit. But that's actually inaccurate because we always have habits. Everything we do is built around habit. So the truth is, you actually have a habit of not exercising. And you may have a habit of not spending time with your family. You may have a habit of checking out mentally when you really need to be engaged. You may have a habit of quitting when things get tough or frustrating or you don't understand something, right? And so we have to look at what are the habits we have in place that we haven't really necessarily identified as habits that are keeping us from our progress and our goals. So as we're going through as we're setting goals and achieving goals and challenging ourselves, we have to clearly identify some of the automatic habits. Again, our rituals reveal us. What are some of the automatic habits, routines, rituals, patterns that are going in our life? Up to 95% of what we're doing is happening automatically. What are some of the triggers we have? Some of the automatic reactions that we're really maybe not even aware of. And if you know about them, what have you done to switch them? And so I want to give you this challenge this morning to literally, I want you to do this. Write down the habits that are automatic that are not serving you and not helping you. And they're not helping you become the kind of person you become. Because you are becoming the kind of person that your habits are indicating. Whoa, man, that's powerful. And then across from that, you can maybe draw a line down the middle of the page. And across from that, I want you to write the new habit. So if you get bored and you go eat, or you get bored and you go scroll on your phone, or you get stressed and you turn to YouTube or video games, whatever that is, then you replace that habit. So instead of every time you want to go emotionally eat, you stop, you catch yourself, you say, nope, I'm going to do some air squats. Or you switch the food. You go out and you buy some almonds. And you're like, every time I go to the kitchen for some kind of stress food or emotional food or boredom food or whatever, I'm going to switch it out for a different food or different activity, right? And you go out and buy a stack of books. And you got 5 books sitting on your dresser or your bookshelf or your nightstand. And every time you feel bored or stressed, you turn to the book instead of turning to your phone or to the TV or whatever, right? So you want to replace those and get those new habits in place. So let me share a quote by Albert Gray that I had my kids memorize. I love it. He said, every single qualification for success is acquired through habit. Men and women form habits, and habits form futures. And if you do not deliberately form good habits, then you unconsciously form bad ones. That's probably the most powerful line. If you and I don't deliberately form good ones, then we unconsciously and automatically form bad ones. And that's what most of us are dealing with right now. And so it literally tanks our progress all the time. And so he says, you are the kind of person you are because you form the habit of being that kind of person. And the only way to change is through habit. So remember, your habits and your rituals reveal you and they reveal me. And they are literally the determining factor, okay? The quality and outcome of your life will be determined by your habits. So right now, your habits have formed your life. And 5 years from now, we meet up and we're like, hey, how's life going? What's going on? What are you doing? The answer to that question is going to be determined by the habits that you establish right now. And I want you to establish some rocking, awesome habits so that when we meet up somewhere cool around the world in the future, you can tell me, oh yeah, these are my habits and these are the outcomes and the results we wanted and making it happen. Awesome is always an option. Reach upward.